going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mismatch podcast, the very first episode of 2025. I am joined by my good friend, Zua, once again for 2025. We brought him back. We didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why.
We didn't bury him in the backyard
Yeah.
like some of you suggested. I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
No, we're joking.
At
Anyways,
least bury me in the front yard. I want everyone to see me.
side yard.
Side yard. Yeah, it's still seeable, but not too many people go there.
Yeah, we'll just build a fence on top of it. No one will.
There you
No
go.
one will know.
Plant an indigenous tree. How you been?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a little while for us, hasn't it?
It has. We've been busy.
First episode of 2025. We've got
only on the 19th.
We got some 19th is the time that we're recording this. You guys are seeing it a little bit later, but it's been an interesting few days. There's been some sneak peeks, some news happening. A new console has been teased for 2025. May have heard of it, for this little tiny Japanese company called Nintendo.
I believe. Yeah, I think they started in the 1800s.
It's not the 1800s, but okay. Yeah, you're gonna get crap for that. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Get him off of here. Get him the hell off of here.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Let's continue.
We got an interesting.
It was 1983, by the way. I know when it was.
We have an interesting episode for you guys. We're gonna talk about Nintendo Switch's newest console. Anyways, Nintendo's newest console, the Switch 2. As well, Sony's been up to some interesting work over the last week or so. So we're going to talk about that as well. But Nintendo Switch 2. I'm
interested in this.
I know, right? I think this is the first time that they just went with a numerical update to a console. There was the NES. And then there was the SNES, which was a successor, so it was super.
I always thought of it as second NES.
There was the Wii, and then there was its DLC add-on called the Wii U.
Yeah, what the fuck was the point?
I don't know. I like the numbering. I think it's really smart, and I think if Nintendo's smart, they'll just keep doing the Switch. I think that's something that really gives them the best of both worlds.
The PSP walked so the Switch could run. I think the Switch is perfect for its era, and finally having a second one is going to improve it a lot. Especially with the games that are going to be coming to it, because I know Activision actually signed a deal where Call of Duty will be coming to it for the next 10 years.
Well, they want to release it.
Do they want to? I thought they did sign it.
Well, they agreed to have it so that it'll run on all platforms, but whether or not the hardware can support it is two different things.
Yeah, true.
So, but we'll get into that stuff. So Nintendo did an interesting little teaser. It was 2 minutes and 22 seconds long, which is adorable. For the Nintendo Switch 2. Kind of funny.
Just a bunch of twos.
But it's a launch that was mired in a lot of unfortunate controversy. It was leaked for months. We saw accessories. We saw what were rumored renders of the Switch 2, and it kind of dampened the launch. But there were things about it that people definitely got wrong. I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room here is the Joy-Cons. What do we think of the magnetic connector?
It's different. I don't know. So having it's just supported by magnets?
Yeah, so it's like the magnetic connector is on the Switch itself, and then it like has the pins, and then they just go in, and it's just holds in
different
place.
because I'm a big fan of the sliding in, so I know that it has the firm grip. Because you can just pull that out.
But I mean, if they're powerful well, not necessarily. They could have a locking mechanism with a magnet.
True.
So, and if they
You
use like proper magnets.
Remember when magnets near a TV ruined it?
I don't think that's been a thing for forever, to be honest.
I know, but that's all I think about when magnets near screens.
They improve the screen size. They improve the pixel count. Hopefully, the dock is improved. I don't know if it's improved. We don't know what we're getting on the dock, so we don't know what we're getting in terms of I/O. Whether or not it's going to have like Ethernet or whatever it might be. So we'll have to wait and see for April. What was it? Sometimes in April?
Yeah, I just read it. Hold on. April, God damn it, where is it? I don't know. I'll get you the date in 1 second.
It's like April 14th or something like that, or
April
12th.
2nd.
April 2nd. Okay.
Yeah. Nintendo Direct presentation is planned for the 2nd, which makes sense. The 2nd.
The 2nd. But it's the 4th month. It doesn't make any sense.
They should have done it on Mario Day.
Oh, March 10th.
March 10th.
Cute. I like the black look.
I love the sleekness of black. I think black is the perfect choice for this.
The orange ring is interesting. Normally they're red. So kind of interesting that they went with orange. The kickstand is really neat. It's like this big U shape.
It feels more durable than the old one, where it's just the left side of the Switch pops open and it just stays there.
Well, the OLED had like the whole back kind of like tilt out. So this is kind of like a hybrid of it. It's like the thinness of the first one with like the full stability of the OLED model, which is really kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, overall design, I think it looks cool. I love that it's bigger.
How much bigger is it? Do we know from
It's an 8 point something inch display.
Okay.
A little over an 8-inch display versus a 7-inch display. So, or
a little bit of a change.
A little bit of a height. In terms of height, it's pretty much, it's definitely a little bit bigger.
Yeah, when you see the side by side, you can see it's a little bit wider, a little bit taller. So the big question is though, how much would you pay for this?
Man, if this thing is not okay, so in Canada, I'm gonna give you what I think it's gonna be, and then like what I would pay for it. If this thing is $500 Canadian, I'm passing.
Yep.
If it is like $20 more than the OLED Switch, like right now OLEDs in Canada are $449.
Yeah. So
if it's like $479
for our Americans, the 500 Canadian is about $350 US.
Yeah. So if it's $399, I mean, I guess. I mean, $20 is not really a make or break, but at $500, you're right up there with Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, there's no way that I could justify to myself, not even, my wife, saying, I'm going to spend $500 on a handheld console when my original Switch still works fine.
Okay, so we'll get into that though. There is reasons why the price might be justified. So one thing that's really interesting about the Switch 2 is that they definitely went a little bit out of package with what they would normally do. They're not ones to go like modern hardware, modern visuals, things like that. They didn't do that with this. They definitely went more of a custom SoC, which is all of the components put together on one chip, basically. So the Nintendo Switch, they didn't talk anything about specs, but based on leaks and the fact that the board got leaked basically online, what they're saying is that it has a custom chip from NVIDIA,
Mm-hmm.
8 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM, which is laptop RAM, basically.
I honestly think that's more than enough for any game that you're going to be wanting to run on a Switch.
Yeah, definitely. It's 64 gigs of eMMC storage, so not the fastest storage in the world, but and the fact that it's only double the storage from the base of the original OLED, or it's basically the OLED starting storage. 64 gigs, 128.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think my Switch I have a terabyte SSD in it or micro SSD, but
Micro SD
yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, micro SD
It
card.
is going to have SD support. It's going to have Express SD support, which is really nice. So you can get a little bit faster read and write speeds off of that. DLSS2 support. This is really cool. So DLSS is just going to help with frame stability and just overall stability of how things perform, which is really nice. So you're definitely going to be able to see a lot of those games that come in that maybe have or are older and stuff like that, and you're going to be able to get a little bit of help in smoothing it out and things like that. So that's kind of nice.
You
Um,
know, one thing that I'm really interested about it is the improved battery life that they're saying it's gonna have. Do you think we'll actually hit double digits in hours for the Switch, or do you think it's still gonna be under that 10-hour
dude, I
range?
didn't even get 10 hours with a base Switch, let alone.
I know. Well, they said it was like 2.5 to 6.5 hours for the original, and the OLED was 4.5 to 9. So I mean, it'd be nice to hit that double-digit range because I don't know how often you've flown, but my Switch was dead on 4-hour flights after a 4-hour flight.
Um, I think it's going to average 7,
7? I
6 to 7 hours.
that's that's better. I mean, I'm just thinking because the Switch you're gonna use. Let's look at this realistically. The Switch is for mobile gaming, right? You're gonna take it out. You're gonna play games while traveling or when you're away from your console. I mean, some people may use it as their only console, but you want to maximize the amount of hours that you can get out of it, and 2 hours is not a lot.
It'll be interesting to see how they do it, because when you think about it, they're going to compare it to a Steam Deck, which gets 4
Yep.
hours, 5 hours
Yep.
maybe.
I forgot the Steam Deck was a thing.
So I think if you get, and the fact that the Steam Deck routinely does everything 1080p, 60 FPS pretty consistently, I think that's reasonable. Plus it's
Mm-hmm.
dockable, so I mean you could play with it charging and everything. So I mean it's kind of like I don't know. I think because if you're not playing anything that's like really intensive, I think you can definitely get maybe a little bit more.
So now let me ask you this. Compared the Steam Deck to the Switch, we'll just do the OLED Steam Deck, 512 gigabytes. It's 550 US dollars. Would you buy that over a Switch, or is it anywhere near comparable? You know what I mean?
Well, if you think about it, if you're a Nintendo fan, you're not going to get Nintendo games on the Switch or on the
Correct.
Steam Deck,
Correct.
unless you somehow are able to emulate them, which Nintendo's
Notoriously,
legal actioned all of them into death.
yeah.
So I mean, it really depends, right? If you want to have the opportunity, most of those games are going to go to Steam anyways, especially if like the rumors of Assassin's Creed Shadows and Mirage and games like that are going straight to PC or sorry,
Yep.
going to Switch, they're already on PC. So they're already on Steam, or they're already on
Yeah.
Epic Games, which you can load.
Yeah, so I mean, you're buying the Switch strictly for the Nintendo exclusives. So
Well, that's only why
you know,
reason why you buy Nintendo
yeah,
products. You buy
yeah,
it because of their IPs.
yep. So you're buying it for Pokemon, you're buying it for Mario, you're buying it for I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head, but I get you.
I tell you this, I will not buy a Nintendo Switch to play
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed Shadows on, or Assassin's Creed Mirage, or Call of Duty. It will not happen.
No, no.
It will not happen.
I'll play it on my console before I buy a Switch for that.
It's
I
rumored,
will buy a Switch to play Pokemon though.
and here's and this is my reasoning. People will disagree all they want.
Yep.
It has the comparable power to a PS4 and an Xbox One, a base level Xbox One / PS4. So something that is 14 years old almost.
But that's pretty crazy for something that's in your hands that you're able to
Yep.
to have. Because think about 14 years ago, you weren't getting that.
No, but here's my thing though. They're gonna say, okay, so Call of Duty. We use Call of Duty as a perfect example. When they are developing a game, right? They're using a PS5 Pro and an Xbox Series X. That's what they're using. Okay. And
Absolutely.
then they are downscaling to work with the Series S. And it shows. The Series S has held back Xbox year over year since its release because it's an inferior console.
Correct.
The Switch with its older hardware is going to be even more difficult. They're going to have to go take the actual game and then rework it in an old system and port it.
Do you think
it's
crossplay will be a thing with those people on a Switch?
Oh, probably. Doesn't mean it's going to work well, but it's probably going to work.
God.
It's probably going to exist.
Could you imagine people on a Switch trying to compete with someone on a PlayStation Pro
or PC?
Or a PC?
I want a Call of Duty lobby with all Nintendo Switch players.
All Nintendo's. Oh my god!
Give me that skill-based matchmaking.
How do I get that? I might go back to COD again.
I might go back to Call of Duty again. But I mean, overall, I like it. I like the fact that they're using Hall effect sticks, which are nice because they're less prone to drifting. It's Nintendo; they're going to screw it up somehow, and there's going to be drift.
Oh, absolutely!
I guarantee it.
Every stick drifts.
Yeah, it just depends on whether you go left or right with it.
Yeah.
Oh, just a joke. Never mind. That went over your head.
I understood.
What I'm extremely intrigued about, and something people are not talking about with the Nintendo Switch, is what the dock means for the Switch 2. So
what do you mean
dock,
by that?
You know what? First, let's leave the dock to the very end. Okay. Let's talk Nintendo Switch games. Officially, the Nintendo Switch 2 has backwards compatibility. It plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. However, certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible. Details will be shared on Nintendo's website at a later date. So, basically, 1% of the games are going to work because it's Nintendo and they're going to make you buy remakes.
And you're going to pay $60 for them.
Yeah, or more. No, it's definitely smart that they made it quote unquote backwards compatible. And that they allowed physical media. Since Nintendo is so adamantly anti physical media, they sell the physical game with just a code in it. They're that anti.
Do they really?
Oh, 100%. All Just Dance games in the past 5 years only come with a digital code. They don't come with a cartridge.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's definitely smart that they did that. There's been rumors that there's a bunch of games coming out. During the trailer, they showed Mario Kart which looked like it's probably gonna be Mario Kart 9. It had 24 players.
But it had before 12.
12 I think is the. I'm not a Mario Kart person, so I think it was 12. That's insane. You had 24. I don't have 24 friends, so I mean I can't do 24.
I don't have 12 friends for Mario Kart.
I don't have 8 friends for Mario Kart.
Oh. Mario Kart can only do Mario Kart 8 was up to 8 players for local multiplayer fun.
Oh, I thought it was 12.
No.
Oh. Interesting. Um
I think so you could have it was 12 players in a race, but only 8 could be people.
Oh, okay. Well, probably 24 is going to be like you can have 12 people in a race and then like 12 AI or whatever.
Yeah. It's almost like when Battlefield went to 64 player servers.
So I'm just reading this article here from Games Radar, and they're saying that they think they could see $4.99 MSRP for the Nintendo Switch 2. No.
US?
No. No.
Absolutely not. I don't know many people that would pay that.
It's a PS5, dude. It's more expensive than the Ally.
There's no way that I could justify paying $500 for a Nintendo Switch 2.
There's no way. If it's like $3.99 is max, but I think that they release it at the same price as the OLED.
Oh, yeah, at like $350.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a good spot for a handheld
the pricing
video game
of this console will determine if this thing survives, how well this thing does.
Yep.
Because they have a chance. They have a chance right now to disrupt every gaming market right now by basically releasing the same or a brand new console at the same price as their OLED. And it would disrupt all the markets.
Yep. Because everyone's gonna look at it and say, well, why can't X, Y, and Z do this?
Yeah. Because if you
know, why is PlayStation making the the PS5 Pro, what is it, a few $100s more?
So if they go $4.99, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is 725 Canadian dollars. That is more than a PS5 here in Canada.
Jesus Christ. You're not paying that for no way. How could you realistically pay that?
And right now this is that's one US dollar is $1.45 Canadian.
Man, I'd be really rich in Canada.
What do you think? No, if it's $500, no. 500 US? No.
No. You want me to buy it in the States and then I'll ship it to Canada?
Yeah, if you want to send me a Switch, I'll take it.
What do you guys do for outlets? Is it still 120?
Dude, we're not a foreign country for crying out freaking loud.
Well, you're about to join the States.
Political aside, I'm going to Denmark if that happens.
Ah, okay. Why not Ireland or something? Denmark?
Dude, they have wars in Ireland.
Who's fighting?
Even people
We're getting way off topic. We gotta stop.
Even people in Ireland hate Ireland.
Well, they hate Ireland for other reasons.
Exactly. Okay. We're gonna give Zuo a 1-week suspension. We're gonna bring somebody on for the next episode. He's washed out.
It's just gonna be me with the voice changer.
He's washed out just like his Patriots.
Wow! Oh, you know what?
The dagger.
I will say this and upset every Chiefs fans. The Patriots might have ran the NFL for 20 years. At least they weren't the most unenjoyable thing to watch.
Yeah, they only cheated 20% of the time versus 99% of the time.
There you go. We didn't have the refs diddling us the whole time.
So the Nintendo
right.
Switch is shaping up to be a quite a console. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll have to wait to April to see what the specs officially are and what the price ends up being.
Listen, all I know is Pokemon Legends Z through A better look amazing on this new Switch. Actually, that makes me wonder if, they told these people making these games that are coming out this year, because Legends Z through A is supposed to come out this year, that, hey, we're going to have a new Switch console for, I'm going to assume it's going to come out in 2026.
Nintendo Switch is coming out this year.
It is, too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can I get listen, no, I won't pay 500. Never mind. I was gonna say I'll pay 500 for a Switch and Legend Z through A, but no, I won't. I'll pay 400 for it. A bundle.
I will buy it at $400 if the rumors are true that the dock is going to give the Nintendo Switch 4K 60 FPS capabilities.
What?
Yeah.
No.
100%.
You know what? If it does it,
if it gives it stable frame rates and it gives it 4K pass through or 4K output, 100%
yeah, I'd
worth
buy
it.
it. I'd buy it at 400.
I still won't buy it. I still won't buy it at 500 US.
Oh no. No. Absolutely not.
So, let us know if you're seeing this on YouTube or if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Comment. Is the Nintendo Switch 2 a purchase for you? That flowed very nicely.
I liked that. That was wow.
Oh
wow.
man.
That just ticked something in my brain, like a check mark went off there.
So you remember a game called Concord, right?
The best game that PlayStation released.
Best game of 2024. Should have won Game of the Year.
Only sold 25,000 copies.
Ever refunded 25,000 copies.
Yeah.
Sony decided to make some creative decisions regarding live service games, and they canceled a bunch of them. They said, no more live service games. And the games that they canceled were from Bend Studios and Blue Point Games. Bend Studio, you might be familiar with, made Days Gone, which was a pretty successful game. It was kind of mired in controversy. It was a pretty generic story. Really good graphics and visuals. Gameplay was really good, actually. But it just was kind of flat. And then it kind of grew to be enjoyed. So they were apparently
that was the motorcycle game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were making a game that was like this like military futuristic type shooter. A lot of people were saying it was drawing comparison to like Killzone and what's the other games, like Splinter Cell, like those type. It was like kind of like that type of vibe game. That game got canceled, which I actually kind of, if it was done like in a Division style game, I think it kind of would have been cool. But we'll never know.
Can I get off topic real quick? Do you think we'll ever get a Division 3?
Yeah, it's in development.
Oh, you just taught me something new. Okay, continue.
Yeah, they've been working on Division 3 for like 2 years now or something.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Division 3 a teaser this year and maybe a release next year.
I just see the news about that. Oh, my fault. Continue.
Yeah, they've been hiring people for. I saw like 2022. I saw for 2023. I saw people were hiring like people for Division 3. Like it literally said like hiring for Division 3. I was like, oh wow, they're not even hiding this. I'm like, that's cool. I love Division, man. It's favorite game, one of my favorite games. Um, Another game that got really canceled was by Blue Point, and it was reported that it was a live service God of War game. Very interesting.
I don't know how I would have felt about that though.
It's could have been interesting. I don't know how they would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know. God of
So
War is
there's plenty of God of War games coming. They're working on some remaster trilogy or something like that, and then they're also working on. Apparently, there's a brand new standalone God of War game coming out as well.
that
So,
doesn't surprise me.
but Sony has an interesting history with live service cancellations. Namely, The Last of Us factions
Yep. Yep. When they
that
announced that a long time ago,
that got
didn't they?
canceled. But they still have successes in the live service industry, like Helldivers 2. Um, you know, and I think there's something to take note of with live service games.
Who owns Bungie?
Sony.
Sony does. So then Destiny 2. Oh, is that not Sony at the time Destiny 2 came out?
Destiny 2 was already out when
When
Sony
Sony
bought
bought them.
them because
And
Bungie was running out of money and Sony bought them.
let's just take a step back here. What's gone downhill since Sony bought them?
Bungie lying about a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Bungie hung themselves. They fabricated a bunch of anyways. And then their response was to fire a bunch of people, and then Sony went
Mm-hmm.
no, and they fired all the higher ups and took all the people who they fired and turned them into like two different studios. And distributed them throughout other studios in Sony. They fired the people who fired all the staff, and then kept the staff, and then basically
I love
went,
that.
"We're gonna dictate what you do because you're idiots and you're ruining things." Um, I mean, Bungie has been bad for Sony. They're the ones that cost Sony The Last of Us multiplayer game. They told them it was not good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then also had a say in Concord, and we know how that went. So
25,000 copies.
uh, Bungie does not have a good live service reputation right now. So you know,
Interesting anything Bungie says anymore.
sucks to suck. Um, they do have another game coming out called Marathon, which I
Marathon.
could care less about.
I haven't seen anything on it.
But they do still have some games that are coming out. There's one um, from the new team Haven Studios, which is making a heist game, themed game called Fair Games. But it's really in early development. There's the Horizon multiplayer game. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm just trying to think of like known Sony games coming out that are just I don't know. What's the game you're most looking forward to this year?
Looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Can I tell you my one nerd game I'm really looking forward to?
Barbie's Kingdom.
I would love Barbie's Kingdom. No. Civilization 7.
Oh, Civ 7, eh?
I'm so excited, dude. February 11th.
I didn't know you were a Civ fan.
Oh my god. Catch me on February 11th. I'll be playing Civ. $70.
Not happening.
No, you're not gonna play it?
God, no. I don't even know what the
What?
game is.
What? You build a civilization from the ground up. You've never played Civ?
No. I just know the
Who
game.
are you?
These are not my games.
Alright, well, you ready for Shadows?
I am.
Yeah, March 20th.
Yep.
Uh, Speaking of rumored games, is Borderlands 4 coming out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a thing.
Yep.
And I know Outer Worlds 2 is supposed to come out this year.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I've never finished the actual Outer World, the first one. It's one of my games to do this year.
I loved that game. I liked it. It was a good game.
It's so cheesy. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. My God, you're thinking about there's supposed to be a new Doom coming out this year. There's a lot of games coming out this year that are supposed to come out this year. We'll see what gets delayed. Borderlands 4.
Let's see here. What are they saying?
Outer Worlds 2, Death Stranding 2, Doom, GTA 6. Are you gonna play GTA 6 when it comes out?
I have never played a GTA game.
You're kidding me.
And I will never play a GTA game.
You're kidding me.
I think they're one of the most overrated games ever.
What?
I have zero interest in playing it.
What?
Yeah. It's just not for me. I think it's super overrated.
Oh my gosh.
Hate me all you want. Come at me. I'll die on that hill.
I'm not hating. I'm just
not a GTA fan.
Wow. Wow. I don't know. Wow.
I'm looking forward to Sniper Elite Resistance.
Yeah. Have you seen much about this game Judas from same guy that made BioShock?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game.
I haven't seen much about it.
I want to play it.
I'm looking forward to Mafia: The Old Country.
I love the
Mafia games. So.
Oh, please give me that game. Oh, I want that game so bad. I guess I'm looking forward to the Ghost of Yotai.
Do you think we'll ever get Elder Scrolls 6?
In like 15 years. Yeah, another game I've never played.
What?
I'm not a fantasy magic role playing I don't play those games.
What? I'm learning so much about you.
I'm actually looking forward to I just had it here. Where did it go here? I actually legit lost the game that I was thinking about. I said Ghost of Yotai. I never played Monster Hunters, but I'm told that I should. It's a really grindy game, so it's kind of like, meh.
Is this a remake? Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. Is this a remake? Was this ever a thing?
No. What? Where did you see that?
It's coming out in a couple days. PS5, Switch.
I mean, maybe
this has to be. This is definitely a remake. I'm looking at games coming out this year. Yeah, it came out in 2000. I'm just looking at games coming out this year, and I saw that anything Star Wars will always catch my eyes.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith video game back in like 2004?
The one for like PS2?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have. I don't remember it at all.
I could never really get past the first one because I was like 6 when I played it.
I have the game, actually.
Do you?
I actually think I have that game for the PS2.
2005 it came out. I was 7.
2005. I was 11. Well, depending on when it was, I was 11.
It was May 2nd, 2005.
I was 10 years old.
You old ass man. Big 30 this year. How does that make you feel? No comment.
So if you don't see Zoo on next week's episode, that's because I hired somebody to go bury him in someone's backyard. No, I mean Mafia Old Country right now is kind of like my favorite probably this year.
Yep.
Ghost of Yotai could be very interesting, but I don't know. I'm actually kind of skeptical on that game.
I'm skeptical about any game that is of Japanese samurai origin. That includes the Assassin's Creed coming out, because I don't know how well they're gonna do it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just looking forward to seeing it.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I could not play Death Stranding. I got so bored playing that game.
Oh, that game is... I don't know how people enjoyed it. I didn't even... I watched the first episode of a playthrough. I said, yeah, this ain't for me. This isn't for me.
Outer Worlds. I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds.
Dude, you gotta play Outer Worlds. Beat the first one. Such a good game. When?
I don't know.
Start your Let's Play. Let's go. I was snapping there, but the mic didn't pick it up. So just imagine me snapping after I said let's go, okay? We always get off topic on these.
I mean, we kind of talked about the two things that we wanted to talk about, and then it was just kind of off the road.
That's how it goes. If you're listening to this, what are you guys most looking forward to this year? Whether it be, GTA, Assassin's Creed, Outer Worlds, what Civ 7, like some of us. What are you guys really looking forward to? And do you think it could live up to the hype that you have already created for it in your head?
What's Zua said?
Yeah, you like that? Because we all create a hype in our head. I mean, in my head, GTA 6 is going to be one of the best games that Rockstar has ever created. But is it going to top Red Dead 2? I don't know. Can any game top Red Dead 2? Red Dead 2 is probably the best game I've ever played currently. Story-wise, gets you invested.
For exploring, yes. For story, no.
You weren't invested in the story?
I was invested in the story until, spoiler, they drug it out for an extra 8 hours for no reason by going to Guarna. or
Yeah,
wherever
I
the hell
didn't.
they went to.
Fucking Guam.
Guam.
That's what I called it. The Spanish place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the
I
point
think it
of
was
that was.
Guarno.
Something like that.
And then yeah. Had that not happened, and then if they cut just some of the excess useless crap out of it of
Mm-hmm.
the story, I think it would have been great. But there was just so many points in it where I was just like, I'm so over this.
Well, you weren't. You didn't. Did you ever fast travel in that game, or did you ride your horse everywhere?
Um, I did some fast travel, but I did mainly ride my horse everywhere.
The only time I rode my horse is if I had to go from the tippity top of the map all the way down. I was like, okay, I don't want to run there for 30 minutes. I don't know if it
No,
was actually 30 minutes. That's just what it felt like.
no. I mean, the whole constant having to take care of your horse and everything throughout the main story, and
But you
you know,
bond with this horse,
I
and then,
know.
spoiler alert, so you bond with this horse, right? And then, like I said, spoiler alert, it fucking dies, and you feel real emotion. Did you not feel any real emotion there?
No, no, not at all.
You you monster, dude.
Dude, I don't get upset in games. There's very few games that upset me.
Uh, you know, did you cry at the end of the game? Did you get a little
No,
teary eyed?
because I've played the game. I've played the main story like 5 times,
Yep.
and every single time I've gotten to where he dies, he gets shot. I've only ever gotten the actual good ending one time.
What? How do
Yeah.
you play these games?
Oh, I just go and do whatever the hell I want.
No, I can't do that. For like the first,
Oh no, I go do whatever
what
the hell
is
I
it?
want.
It's like an 8 act
If someone
story,
wrongs
right?
me, I just shoot him, or I run him over,
No,
or I light him on
no.
fire.
For like the first 4 acts until he just learns that he has tuberculosis, I play like that, and then I couldn't. Let me phrase that. I've played the game through once. I got the good ending. I got to that point. I shed a few tears. I was like, man, you know, cause the story's there for you to go from this evil guy and right your wrongs and be good. But nope, here you are, just killing everyone up until he's ready to die.
Okay, taken completely out of context. I said I did it if they deserved it. Okay, if the homeless guy or something just kept
Okay.
following me and harassing me, Buddy got an ass whooping. Okay,
All right.
but
So let me hear.
if he was happy after I gave him the 5 cents, okay, or
Yep.
10 cents or whatever the hell it is you give him, okay,
Yep.
we're good. We're good.
Did you give him a hug?
I don't know if it ever prompted me to give him a hug. No, I think I just gave him the money and that was it.
So you could talk to him after that, and he asked for a hug. He really needs a hug. The guy in Valentine, one leg
I don't
John.
remember where it is.
Yeah, he goes, "Can I give you a hug, mister?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Civil War. He's a veteran of the Civil War.
Cool.
uh,
Oh man. No, I
and
mean,
okay, so let me get this straight. You like to play a bad guy in that, but you won't play GTA?
dude, I just don't like GTA, man. I've seen so much stuff on GTA, I just can't do it. There's something about that
Uh,
game that just irks me.
you've never played San Andreas?
No, never played a
Oh
single
my
GTA
gosh.
game.
Wow.
It's gonna say on my profile that I've played GTA, but because people were playing with my Portal when I was at work,
Mm-hmm.
and they were playing GTA through the streaming thing. So I've never personally played GTA though.
Oh shit.
True story. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what happens in the opening. I don't know. I've never watched a video on it. I see the RP stuff. and I've like laughed at that, like some of that stuff. But
I feel like you'd be a really good RPer.
why? I'm such a no. I'd get banned.
Yeah, because you would.
Oh, I'd be so mean.
Well, yeah, that's your character.
No, but like I would actually legitimately like be mean. Like I'd have no filter. Like I get banned for like language or some stupid like I don't know. Like I'd say something. I'd say something
Speaking
stupid.
of language, this is a topic that I saw. So Call of Duty came out and said that they encourage trash talking in their game, right?
I saw this. I laughed and I
But
skipped the
then
article.
but then they go and ban people. They VoIP ban people for talking shit. Now, this might be a hot take here. You and I grew up in the era of Modern Warfare 2, 2009. 2009? No, 2009, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Where people were really fucked up. And I don't think it had much effect on us. I think a game where you go around killing people, killing people is fine, but being mean to them over VoIP is bad. Make it
So
make sense.
so you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
On my channel,
Yep.
there is a gunfight episode. I think it was in I I think it was season. I'm gonna see if I can find the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Modern Warfare 2. Um, or was it? Um, no, it was. There was one. Okay, it was one where we were playing gunfight, and my buddy got voice banned for telling someone that he sucked. Or he typed. He's like you're trash. You effing suck, or something like that. And he wasn't able to type. He got keyboard banned.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard. Um, I can't find the video. Um, oh, yeah, I can't. Oh yeah, you're reported. That's what this one was. I'm pretty sure it's a video called "You're Reported."
Mm-hmm.
Is it the map? Yeah, it's this one. He goes, "I'm pretty sure I got reported." Um, and sure enough, yep, he someone responds 1 in 8 and tells me I'm getting reported. Yeah.
Can I want to bring this off of. Well, I'll wait till we're done recording to talk to you about this.
All right. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining us for the inaugural 2025 episode of the Mitch.
Did you say it like that? Because tomorrow's inauguration day.
I'm Canadian. I don't know anything about inaugurations.
Your boy's back in office, Donnie J.
BJ?
Yeah, Donnie J, DJ,
No, BJ.
DJT.
BJ?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what Americans give people, right? BJs?
yeah.
You just fell for that.
Only on Tuesdays.
Only on Tuesdays?
I work in construction. I'll give it to anyone.
$5 is $5.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Have a good one,
Peace.
guys. See ya.